Yo, what's up? This is Patrick from Guy in the Cube, and in this video, I'm going to show you how to use the geolocation feature in the Power BI mobile app. We're going to sprinkle a little flow in the mix so we can get just a little bit closer to our location. Stay tuned. Okay, mobile apps, geolocation, flow. What are you talking about? Well, I love doing these types of videos, because this is based on a real world customer problem. So I had a customer, they say, Patrick, we got stores all over the world, everywhere. And so we're gonna arm our managers with these mobile devices, iPhones and Androids and Windows phones. Won't work for BlackBerry. We're arming them with these devices so when they go to one of the stores that they're the director of, that's in their region, you know, we want Power BI to automatically detect where they are and filter the stores down to that location. I was like, I don't know if Power BI can do that. And then I talked to a couple of people and it's like, you remember the mobile app, it's geolocation built in. I was like, oh, now I know what to do. All right, so instead of all this talking, you guys got the scenario. So instead of all this talking, let's head over to my laptop. All right, so what you gotta do to use this is, when I initially built this out, I imported the data into my Power BI desktop, and I built out my report. So I built my report, I put a little title, I created a map, and I created a little table, okay? And what you gotta do if you want the geolocation to work is you locate your geodata, and then you go to modeling in the view, in the ribbon, and you categorize it. So for my city, I categorize my city as city, and then I do the exact same thing for state, okay? You have to do that, that's a requirement, that's a must, okay? So once I did that, then you need to go to view, and then you go to your phone layout, and then you optimize it. You build that report so it renders properly on your mobile device, okay? So I was excited. There's one more requirement. You do this, right? I'm gonna post the docs for this, you know, down below in the comments. But when you categorize this, you only can set one city category and one column for city as a category for city, and one field for state, all right, as a category for state. You can't do multiples, it won't work, all right? So what you do is you go to your device, you open up the Power BI mobile app, and you click the menu at the top. Then you select the workspace where you deployed your report. So after I optimize it for mobile, I select the workspace where I want to deploy this, and you choose your workspace, right? So there's my workspace, Adam and Patrick. You click report, and then you find the report. So there's my report, my geolocation report. It's gonna open up, renders up. And you can see I got lots and lots of stores. And I was like, geolocation is built in. If you just pull down a little bit, you see the menu, you click the ellipsis, and you'll see this option for geo filter. Click it. And what it does is it automatically detects your city and your state. And I was like, this is great. So if I choose Georgia, it filters it down to just the stores in Georgia. And then if I go back and choose my city, which is Milton, it filters it down to just the stores in Milton. I didn't have to do anything. It just worked. And I was so excited about this. I was like, go ahead and brush your shoulders off, right? You did this, Patrick. And I showed this to the big Jay-Z fan, by the way. I showed this to my customer and they're like, cool, this is great, Patrick. But in Little Milton, there may be one store. But what if you're in Houston or Chicago or New York or Seattle, right? There's hundreds of stores. This is just not going to work. And I was stuck. I was heartbroken. I was so excited about my solution. But then I remembered, my buddy John Levesso on the Flow team, he's like, you can use this Flow button to capture your location. I was like, what? No, you can't. He's like, yeah, you can. So I decided to sprinkle a little flow into the mix. So let me show you what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna minimize this for now. And what I did was I went over to Flow and I created a blank flow. So let's do it. Create a blank flow like this. And the first thing you want to do is type in button. So I type button, click my flow button for mobile, and then I add a step for my store procedure. I wrote a store procedure because the way they had it set up was each person who owned the store, their email address was on the same row as that store. So this is pretty cool. So I can write my location to a separate table and say, hey, does a row exist for this person based on their email address? If it doesn't, insert it. If it does, update it. I wrote a store procedure to handle that. And so my flow ended up looking like this. So that flow button will, if you have location services turned on your laptop or on your mobile device, you need to have location services turned on for it to work. It'll capture your city, state, longitude, and latitude. And if I press the button, and I'll show you how this looks on my mobile phone, but if I press the button, and I run, it writes it to my location table. So if I run this query, you can see that, hey, I'm at 875 Cumming Highway in Alpharetta, Georgia. Okay. So anytime you press that button, it'll just update that value if a row exists for this particular manager. It's exciting. So I put row level security on it also. I added row level security so when the manager signs in, it filters it down just to that person that's logged in. All right, cool. And then what I did was I created a view that mingled the two together. It took my location, I joined it on email address, and put my location on every row for every store that I am the regional director for. So you can see right here, I have the longitude and latitude for all my stores, and I have my location. Adam hadn't pressed the button yet, so I don't know where Adam is right now. Who knows where Adam is? He's all over the place. All right. Okay. So then I went back to my report and I modified this report. And I went into DirectQuery mode. And so we can argue and debate about not to use DirectQuery, yes to use DirectQuery. But the reason I used DirectQuery here was because whenever someone presses that button and then subsequently opens that report, I needed to pull their current location. If I use import, I went to import mode. Whenever they press that button, I would need to add another step to my flow to refresh the data set. What if 20 people do this at the same time? It's one data set. That data set, who's gonna win? Whose location is getting updated? Not sure. So I went in DirectQuery mode only for this report. Now I'll show you guys what I'm talking about, okay? When I initially designed the report, and I forgot to mention this before, I was import and I built drill through in everywhere, right? Because I can drill through to the same page in the same report. But then when I went in DirectQuery mode, I didn't want to have DirectQuery for my other reports because that data doesn't refresh that often. It's like weekly or daily. I don't need DirectQuery. So what I did was, once I went in DirectQuery mode, I did a couple of things. The first thing I did was I created a dynamic link out to my details report. And if you don't know how to do this, I have a couple of videos on dynamic hyperlinks and stuff like that I did a while ago. So I created my dynamic link. But what was most important is I used the longitude and latitude of the stores and my location to calculate the distance I am from the store, right? Based on my location. And so using some DAX from a buddy of mine, Phil Seamark, he works on our team on the same team that Adam and I work on at Microsoft. Don't ask me about the math. I think he actually says this in the blog post. I was able to generate a column that shows me how many miles I am from a particular store. And then using that, I created my own little range slicer that dynamically populates based on the distance I am from the store, okay? So not only can I filter it down to the city now, but I can filter it down by the distances. So if I'm less than a mile away, I choose it and it filters it down to only the stores that are less than a mile. And I was like, it's pretty smart, Patrick, pretty smart. So then I published my report up. I'll publish my report to Power BI. And so let me show you how this works now. So I'm gonna go to a different report here. So I have another report where I use flow. So I'm gonna click flow, right? So I got that open, but what you would do first is you would get flow installed on your device. So once you get flow, you get the manager to get flow installed on their device. And then you can see at the bottom, once it shows up on the screen, there's buttons. So there's my flow button, and I press that button to get my location. So once I do that, you need to make sure location service is turned on. Once I do that, it writes it down to my database. And because I'm in DirectQuery mode, when I open my report, it automatically captures my location, calculates the distance, populates my range slicer, and then I can use it. Nobody, the people that's consuming this, they don't know all the work I did behind the scenes, but this is what happens. You can also use the widgets on your Android device and your Apple phone to create a flow button widget if you want to do that. Either way, right? It works, right? So back over to Power BI. So now with Power BI, right, I can say, hey, show me all the stores using my geo filter in Georgia. So that's all the stores in Georgia, too many. But what I want to do is only show me the stores that are, you know, 1 mile, between 1 and 2 miles away, greater than 2 miles away, or like that. And you can see how it's filtering. So now I have this all set up to not only filter by city, but also filter by a mile range that I've specified. And now I can pick my store. And because I built my dynamic hyperlink, it's going to take me to my store detail, and you can see all this happening on the screen. All right. What do you guys think? This is pretty cool. I got this set up, showed it to them. They were like, Patrick, this is great. This is awesome. We're going to use this. We're going to get this in production. They didn't quite say that, but they're working on a pilot right now. So have you guys solved this today? Or did you know about the geolocation feature in the Power BI mobile app? Are you using Flow? I don't know, right? Tell me. Post it in the comments below. It's your first time visiting the Guy in the Cube channel. You know what to do. Hit that subscribe button. If you like my video, a big thumbs up. As always, from Adam and myself, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.